All right, people. Um, I'm here today so we can talk about the differences between Grinning Barrett Jacks and Hunker Down. Um, we're just gonna be talking about two. Okay. Reason I'm doing this is because I really think Grinning Barrett is slept on. I think Hunker Down is very good. It's an excellent variation, but I think it really overshadows of what Grinning Barrett can do. Hunker Down is godlike. I'm not gonna lie. Possibly top 10 variations in the game. But I really think that Grinning Barrett is not far from it. I mean, this is how I feel. I mean, I've been playing this character way too long. And I'm talking about Grinning Barrett and Hunker Down. I've been playing these two variations way too long to not just like see differences and see what matchups where Grinning Barrett is going to work or see what matches where Hunker Down is going to work. Now, Hunker Down has a few tools that is going to give it a lot of matchup advantage. Okay, um, so just going to get into it. Um, I'm just going to I'm just going to compare the two. I'm just going to show because Hunker Down has a command grab and um, has more crushing blows. Um, Grin and Bear doesn't have that. Still has a throw crushing blow, a forward throw crushing blow. Has the missile crushing blow and the back two crushing blow. So though that's it. Hunker Down has the expert grappler crushing blow. That's the 4-2-1+3. Uh, the command grab, the throw, the missiles crushing blow. Um, and I think that's it. I mean, nothing else. Oh, and the stiff arm crushing blow if you hit it on counter hit. So he has that. So we have Hunker Down on the left. Well, I don't know why my camera did that, but Hunker Down on this side, that side, and then we have Grin and Barrett on this side, over here. All right. I've been noticing some things about the damage that they're getting and the trade-off on the damage and everything like that. So Hunker Down having no combos like where he's gonna launch you, but has pretty much has consistent damage. You don't have to worry about people breaking away. Um, Things I'm going to go over is because people think this variation is better, which I think the variation is better, but not for the reasons that people are saying. People are saying Hunker Down is better because it has more crushing blows. That's a bad argument. Because Grinning Barrett can get the same damage with just spinning a bar, and he gets pretty much the same or more damage, which honestly he gets more in some situations. So even with the command grab crushing blow, Jax Grin Barrett can still do that same damage with 2 bars in the crushing blow or more. That's corner. That's anywhere. So I think the trade-off in this situation is pretty much almost the same, or if not better. I think what really separates these variations, and this is actually what makes Hunker Down better in most matchups, is this stiff arm. It is a screw neutral tool. I'm not gonna lie about that. You just throw it out at a certain range. I think like right here, it becomes a command grab. So you have to duck it. You can't block it. But if he does like up close, like right here, he hits you first, and if you burn meter, then it becomes a grab, and it does more damage, of course. Or you can just let it go by itself. Alright, this move is godlike, okay? It's 11 frames, it's an advancing mid, it's unsafe, of course, if you don't burn bar, but still, like, you got moves that's like -12 that has pushback, that stiff arm, this move right here, that move right there is going to punish. Grinnin Barrett doesn't have that, okay? This is what he has, the duck. This is a 26 frame startup. I'm sorry. Well, the duck itself is 14 frame startup, but the hit that comes out after it makes it 26 frames. So I don't have the luxury of punishing somebody at a decent range like that. So what he has to do instead, I have to shoot a missile which comes out at 11 frames. That's my trade-off, which is okay because his missiles are very strong. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at some crushing blows on Hunker down first. Okay, we're going to see the damage they get. So this is the 4-3-3 crushing blow. You know, this string right here. That's what that is. So I'm going to load up load up your heated arms, okay? Because you need fully heated arms to do this crushing blow. So let's see. That's 4-3-3. He gets 316. Do it again. This is for no meter. He gets 316. Okay. Grinnin Barrett doesn't get that. Now that's one thing, and that's just from 4-3-3. Okay, that's the only crushing blow that does that much damage, and you basically have to hit them with 4-3-3 and the overhead strings to get that much damage. If they block it, you don't get that damage. Okay, so let's see. Let's make him duck. All right. Ooh, I want him to block the stands. Okay. All right, so we good. So he's gonna block the first two kicks, and he's gonna take the overhead. He gets 269 if they just get hit by the overhead. Okay. 269. That's all he gets. Same thing with the other one. This one. 269. That's what he gets. Now, off the other one, the 4-2 one, he gets 297. Okay. Standing 2-2 crushing blow is good. He does get more damage than normal. 312. All right. So you have to have heated arms to do that. You have to. You only do that once a match. Okay. So it's just good. I'm not lying. It's good. You can't break out of it. You can't do shit about it. If you get hit with it, oh well. You're holding that. So that's what's good about it. It's a guaranteed 316 or 312. I'm sorry. And the other one was 316. Guaranteed, right? So let's go to Grinnin Barrett. All right. He doesn't have that crushing blow, unfortunately. But if you launch somebody for a bar, and this is the optimal move. The optimal mid screen, if you do the Ripper. This move is called the Ripper right there. I'm getting 295 for a bar. Okay? Granted, they can fall out of that. But I'm going to get into it later. See, Jax Grinnin Barrett gets this damage more consistently. So I can do this mid-screen all damn day if I have bar. I can do that twice. And I get fully heated arms after the combo. Having fully heated arms is incredible for Jax. He gets top 5 zoning, and it's really hard to creep in on him when he has fully heated arms and he just firing missiles at you. So I get this damage off a 4-3 and I do down back 4. Amplified down back 4 and I get 295. Okay? That's without fully heated arms. With fully heated arms, I think I get more. I believe so. I should. If I stop being free, I can show you. And this combo is actually strict. And that's the thing about Grinnin Barrett Jax, and I'll get into that later. Damn it. Okay, you know what? Let's do this, because it's easier in the corner. Alright? Because I'm not going to be doing combos all day just to show you all things. We're going to go on the left side. Okay, so. Because I don't have to do the dash. Alright. Alright, 319 with fully heated arms, right? That's what he gets for a bar, right? And that's optimal. That's the mid. I did do it in the corner, but that's the mid screen combo because you don't really get else much else mid screen. I can um, do the other combo, which is actually it does decent damage. This one, that one, I get 277. Okay, which is okay. Especially and he still gets fully heated arms in this combo. Okay, so now Hunker Down Jax is for a crushing blow that he's only gonna use once a round. Gets with the 433 he gets 300. Okay, Grinnin Barrett Jax gets this several times around and he gets 300. See what I'm saying? So when it comes to damage consistently, he can constantly hit you for 30%. Grinnin Barrett Jax can. Hunker Down, he can't. But that'll be kind of broken if he can because the way Hunker Down is supposed to be played is more about mix-ups. Um, you know, sneaking in this command grab and everything like that. That's what that variation is about. Okay. Um, so that's the difference. And also, this move right here, it closes his gaps and it really helps him on the poke game. Because if you do a poke into back forward two, that's you can't. I think you can flawless block it, but you have to be really quick, especially after down one. But it's a mix up in itself. So I'm gonna show you the mix up. Okay, and then I'm Grinnin Barrett Jax. I'm Hunker Down Jax. All right. So people know I can stagger that. It's -4. Okay, and or I can down jab. At -4, I can grab if I catch him sitting still, or I can do this. I can now if they want to poke after that -4 string, I can throw out that move right there, and it closes the gap. And if they pressing buttons, they're going to get hit. That's the mix-up. With this, it's the same thing. I have an overhead, I have a low, or I can do that, or I can stagger. So I use this a lot more than this. Okay. That's dealing with Hunker Down Jax, is dealing with those options. Most of the time you can just block and react to him grabbing you. Well, unless he does a command grab, of course. And then that's how you're gonna play Hunker Down Jax, right? So his pressure is actually miles better. So Grinnin Barrett doesn't have this, which is okay because you can still beat Jax and stagger somebody to death in his variation. He doesn't have the back forward too. If he does this, it's severely unnegative. This is so punishable if you do something like that into the duck. Like there's no point in doing that, so you shouldn't. But Jax has good pokes already, so you don't have to have that necessarily. I think not having a stiff arm, it just stops you from punishing certain things at certain ranges, which changes the matchup. I think that's the huge factor between Grinnin Barrett and Hunker Down. That's what really sets them apart. Is that stiff arm move, back forward two. Okay. Now let's go over the knockdown. Okay. In Grinnin Barrett, they both have the same string, right? But Grinnin Barrett, Hunker Down has this where he constantly hits you. It's called Expert Grappler. Hold on. Yeah. So he has this. He keeps hitting you on the ground. It's 13%. 4-3-3 is going to get a little bit more. And then of course there's always 2-2. So that's pretty much his combo. That's what you're going to be doing a lot is Hunker Down. Okay. It builds him heated arms. I think he gets 2 missiles out of this. Let's see. He gets 2 missiles out of that. So he's already he has a decent level of heated arms right now. So that's good. Both variations have gotcha grab, okay, which is excellent. Which builds him heated arms the fastest. Alright. But this knockdown here is, I want to say plus 18. No, plus 19. It's plus 19 on hit. Okay. So I probably should have used a different character for this. I'm gonna switch real quick because I'm gonna show you the differences between those two knockdowns. Now, Grinnin Barrett has a similar knockdown, but it's only one hit. Okay, so let's pick. It doesn't matter. So we'll start with that, and we go pick Kung Lao because his up three doesn't go anywhere. Excuse me. So the differences between these two is Grinnin Barrett has more hit advantage on this exact same knockdown. It's like plus 20 something. Okay? So this is a better Oki situation. While in Hunker Down, this is only plus 19. So you really have to make a quick decision on their wake up. Okay? Which is not always a bad thing. But this is why it's a huge difference and it's a lot better for Grinnin Barrett. Let's see. You want to have him do the flip kick. Okay? Alright. So Lao's going to do that. Let's say we do this knockdown here, right? I get hit. If now his back two, if you hold it at the maximum amount of time, is a crushing blow if it hits. So this is normally used to bait wake ups. In Hunker Down, this is harder to do because you don't have as much time. Like you don't have as much frame advantage as Grinnin Barrett does. So I can do this, and if I do this with Lao, he's waking up and I'm getting hit. If I try to charge it, okay? Now let's see if I walk back a little bit to get out of the range. Okay, so that's good. I still get it there. But the thing is, oh hold on, you know what? I'm gonna have him auto block. I gotta have him auto block. I forgot about that. So walk back a little bit. Alright, now that punishes it. Okay? Now I have to commit to that right away. Now, you want them, like, if a good player sees you walking back, they know what's coming. If they know the matchup, they know what's coming. So if I do this, and they see me inch back like that, they're like, oh, no, I'm not doing it. Okay? Now, Grinnin Barrett is a little different. Okay? It's a lot easier to hit this setup. Okay? Because you can actually walk forward and walk back and bait this. And bait the wake up. So if I do this, inch forward. Oops, he's not on. Let's see. All right. So see, I have time to go forward and go back and bait that out. Now, as you can see, if I stop Lao from waking up real quick. This is plus 28, so I have 10 extra frames to bait the wake up. Now, that's excellent for Grinnin Barrett because now the wake up game becomes scarier because I don't necessarily have to make a decision right away. I have an extra 10 frames or extra 9 frames, 9 or 10 frames or so to bait something. Okay, so I don't need to like. You know, I don't need to make my decision right away. And he gets mad damage off of this too. So if I have him waking up again, walk forward, back. I don't get that, but oops. I get 34% for the crushing blow on the bar. Hunker Down, if you put the command grab in it, you spending 2 bars and two crushing blows. Because you get the back 2 crushing blow and you got the command grab crushing blow. All right, that's that situation. That's this the Oki situation off his main string, his 4-2-1 or his 4-3-3-1. Okay, that's just the general gameplay of Jack. So I'm just saying you right here in this situation, you have more time to bait a wake up out. You know what I'm saying? So I actually, now granted this doesn't do as much damage. It does no less than 10% on 4-2, 12%. In this variation, you don't, on Hunker Down you get 2-2 and you get the overhead. This variation you don't get that. You just get 2-2 in the low. That's all. He doesn't get that 50-50 mix up right there. So that's one downside of it. Okay. So that's dealing with the knockdown. You don't get as much damage, which is okay because this variation is going to launch you. Which I think is a lot more important in certain matchups. Like for example, with Lotus Fist Lao, you know Lotus Fist Laos are going to be spending defensive meter trying to get that orbiting hat out. Okay. Now the orbiting hat, of course, is not plus. You know, it's safe, but the Lao can't press. But especially against Grinnin Barrett, the Lao cannot press buttons right afterwards because if I throw 4-3-3 out, I'm taking as much damage as possible. I might even use his missile crushing blow. So, and the thing about Grinnin Barrett is you get the missile crushing blow off one combo. So if I do this, I get 35%. And that's just because I hit you with a 4-3-3, okay? So I can cash out if Lau has used his, let's see, the idiot Lau players. Idiot Lau players do something like this. You know, that. Oh, I don't want to do that. Just do this. And they are down 3 afterwards. See, he's -4. I do something like that. Oops, trade it. He just got 35% and he can't do shit about it because he decided he wanted to mash. That's excellent in this situation. Excellent. Okay. Now Grinnin Barrett, I don't get much. I get 13%. If I win the counterpoke war, I get 13%. That's it. I can do back forward 2. I don't have to. I don't have to do back forward 2 with Hunker Down, which is the stiff arm. I don't have to do that because I can just do 4-3-3. I don't get a lot of damage. If I do back forward 2, it's 11 frames, so I really could have just used 4-3-3. So in this matchup specifically, I'm using Grinnin Barrett Jacks because the Lao player is going to have to be a lot more cautious on when he's spending that meter to hit you with when he's spending that meter on the orbiting hat. So he has to be very careful with that. All right. So that's the comparison between the 4-2 and Grinnin Barrett is just 4-2-1 and Hunker Down is 4-2-1 plus 3. That's the difference between the two. You get more damage out of it in Hunker Down, but your Oki game is a lot better in Grinnin Barrett. So that's the comparison between that. Now let's talk about the corner game. I think Grinnin Barrett has the most dangerous corner game out of all 3 variations. Because think about it like this. Let's say you're in the corner, right? I'll launch you and I'll restand you. I'm +4 on this restand here. That's when you just throw them on +4, right? So you gotta guess grab or 4-3. Because 4-3 it's coming out at 5 frames, so it's a true frame trap. You may have the flawless block. So in this variation, if I hit you for a combo in the corner, I have fully heated arms. So that means that throw crushing blow is loaded. So like this, I can do this combo. You know, this is not max damage. And in that situation I have fully heated arms. So I didn't hold it, so if you want to watch. Alright. That's 330 that's 330 damage, right? So let's set Lao to full damage real quick. Now, I don't see how this is not godlike. You know what I'm saying? This is what makes Grinnin Barrett dangerous. Nobody's seeing it besides a few people. I know God's Demon plays Grinnin Barrett. Killtron used to play Grinnin Barrett. And maybe a few other jacks I ran into that was hella solid. Nobody plays this because the pressure ain't there. All right. So this is why I believe he's most dangerous in the corner. Let's see. I don't even have to have fully heated arms right now. So let's say I hit you with this combo right here. I'm gonna do max damage. Alright, that's 30% to a restand, a +4 restand. Now at this point you gotta guess. You gotta guess if I'm gonna do 4-3 again, or you gotta guess if I'm gonna throw you. If you have less than 70% health left, this is it. it's a wrap. Game over. I won the round. So let's see. Just do this combo. Grab. Lau's health is at 36%. That's off one bar, and he's in the corner now. He's in a corner. It's off one bar, and like I instantly just hit you for 70%. Now I'm not even talking about using the forward 3. If he baits the grab, if he wants to grab me, so he's gonna have to duck now because he's or he's gonna have to tech. So if he decides to duck after this to bait the throw, he loses even more damage. Hold on. And I got 40% right there. I'm into a crushing blow. You see his health bar right now? It's gone. Like he's less than 30%. I could touch him. I still have a bar to use. So if I touch him again, that's game. Now in Hunker Down, he still does get the restand, but he doesn't get that damage. He gets to set up for the command grab, which is good. So let's compare. Now I was getting 70% with Grinnin Barrett in the corner off the restand, right? So let's see. Of course Jackson only do this or do this into gotcha grab. So let's see. Hold on. There's 35%. Right now, Lau is at half life. I used 2 bars. I used the crushing blow. And he has 50% health left. Grinnin Barrett touches you one time, you get restood. If you guess wrong, you lost 70% health. And you use 1 bar. Now, if you want to use a crushing blow, you can do that too. That's 40%. But that's 70% health off. That's 70% health. I use 1 crushing blow and I use 2 bars. This variation, I use 1 crushing blow and 2 bars, and I got 50%. So when you play a Grinnin Barrett in the corner, you should be afraid more than Hunker Down. I mean, Hunker Down is still good in the corner, but Grinnin Barrett shines in the corner because he's gonna launch you. This is where he get his optimals at. Like when you play Grinnin Barrett in the corner, he gets the most damage out of all his combos. He can hit you for 35% if you do the optimal combo. If you do the easier combo, which is a lot more consistent and easier to hit, you're getting like 32%. So this is the optimal right here. I pray to God I can hit this right now. So this is the optimal. Okay, try it again. Alright, that's 35%. That's the optimal. Or you can do this. Oh, this is the one I do mid-screen. I'm going to use heated arms just to get max damage. This is one I do all the time online. You get 32%, which is not bad. It's an extra 2% if you do the other one. I mean, extra 3% if you do the other one. I mean, that's not bad. That's not a bad trade-off. So you can do that. They get restood. They press buttons again. You get combos for 40%, up to 40%. So the corner game for Grinnin Barrett is actually top tier. I think this is actually top 5 corner games with Grinnin Barrett. Jax is, I think, a Hunker Down is up there too, but I don't think it's as good as Grinnin Barrett's corner game. So I explained the damage to you. I've used my most damaging crushing blow with Hunker Down after a restand, or I mean, if you're going to have to use more crushing blows, you're going to have to use those resources in the corner to match that damage in this variation. In Hunker Down, you're going to have to use that. This Grinnin Barrett, I'm using one bar and still get hit. I can hit him for 70%. I can use 2 bars. Well, it almost says more like 60. I can use 2 bars. You know, because I'm gonna combo them twice and one crushing blow, and they lost 75%, something like that. So that trade-off is a lot better. So that's the corner game. Now what I'm gonna go over is the neutral between the two. In Hunker Down, the neutral is good because I have a fuck neutral tool. That's why the neutral's good. You know, in Grinnin Barrett, his back 3 becomes a lot more dangerous. Hunker Down, I don't have a lot to confirm this off of. I just get, and even if I'm out of range, I don't get gotcha grab at max range. So it's almost hard to do. So I can do this if I whiff punish somebody with that. I can do that, and I'm +7. I don't have Oki for real after that situation. And then switches sides. I can do this. Gotcha grab, but if I'm back here, I'm not hitting that. I can't get this. That's a max range punish. I don't get anything. I can use this. And I get 11%. I can use that. Now, this is good still because I can hit confirm that. If they block it, I can burn immediately to keep myself safe. If not, I can let it rip, and I am +43. So I can actually still pressure them if I hit them with the raw back 4-2. I can actually still get up and get a 4-2 out if I can wave dash fast enough, or I can just keep dash. I can dash twice and hit back 4-2. If they press buttons, they're getting hit. Okay. Now with Grinnin Barrett, I get a way better reward in this situation because I can do I can hit confirm it all, and I can do back 3, back 4-2 amplified. Come on. I can do this. You do my combo, and that's 26%. It's a fully heated arms. I have fully heated arms. Now in both variations, they have this fireball pressure where you can do a string and shoot a fireball, and I'm +14. On different strings, it has different frame advantages. It depends on the range. So like back 3 fireball, I'm +14. 4-2 fireball, I'm well, that's how close I was. I'm +14. So you're at max +14 right here if I use this fireball pressure. Now, Grinnin Barrett, Hunker Down, I don't build that arm heat as fast. I hit you with one combo with Grinnin Barrett. I'm sorry, yeah, Hunker Down, I don't build it as fast. Grinnin Barrett, I hit you with one combo, I have fully heated arms. So I have 5 missiles to use, and I can keep recharging if I want to. I can keep recharging. So I hit you with this combo, you know, let's say I'm just playing neutral, you know, hit you with back 3, and this is going to be 26%. And now I have fully heated arms. Now I can start doing some fireball pressure. Okay. Now I don't have to give up my turn by doing like, you know, a string like this, which is -7 on block. I don't have to give up my turn. I can just consistently hit him with fireball pressure if I want to, because on block it's going to be safe. Granted, it's a high, but it's still safe. So I do this. Lau is not punishing it. I'm -8. Now, I can do something like this, which is going to be really hard for them to challenge. What you basically have to do in this situation, you may have to duck and then jump over it, or you have to jump, but I can do this. I can fire 2 of them, and then the second was a mid, and if you jumping out of that, you're getting hit. So I can play the fireball game, and it's safe. It's -3, okay? So that's pretty much, that's the neutral. Also, the downside of this variation actually is with both. Well, no, not with both. The downside of this variation is if I hit you with 4-2, I have to do this, or I have to do this. This is a combo. So if I want to just like play neutral like that and then use 4-2 as my punish, I can't combo off that. That needs to be changed. And that's pretty much the difference between using Hunker Down, because Hunker Down you're going to get 13% from that, or 11% or whatever you get. You're going to get that much damage. 1-2 into duck does not combo. I can't launch. That's only 2 hits. I can't launch because they're gonna block it. I have to do this. Standing 1 links into it. You know, no, that links. Nothing else links. Oops. Nothing else links. Or I can do 1-2 gotcha grab. Alright. So, I've basically explained the differences between these 2 variations, okay? One thing about Grinnin Barrett is that your goal is to make them use defensive meter. If they want to drop out of a combo, let them. Because you get shit like this. I'm +5 on that duck setup. Okay? So if they wake up, they can get punished. Or if they delay wake up, I can read the delay wake up and I can still continue pressure because I'm +5. Now that's at different heights. So if I just do this, I'm actually +19 right there on a duck cancel. So what I can do, if they break away, I can save my bar and keep my pressure that way. So Hunker Down can't do that, but what's really setting these variations apart from one another, the pressure is better in Hunker Down, and he has better matchups. The matchups you would want to use Grinnin Barrett in is matchups where characters use defensive meter a lot. So you allow, I would say Cabal Mean Streak, but I think Cabal just does well against Jax overall, no matter which variation you play. If they're using defensive meter often, I would say use Grinnin Barrett, because Grinnin Barrett can also play a counter zoning game. He can use it for Cetrion. He can use it for Lao, Liu Kang. He can't parry Lowe's fireballs. He can use it versus Jade. But I think with Jade, you would want to go Hunker Down because you wanna stay in Jade's face. Hunker Down can't do that. Let's see. I never tried it versus Outtake Cage. I probably need to use that versus Outtake Cage to kind of challenge him with his fireball. That might be good. Cetrion, you parry all the rocks. You can see the rock come out. You can react to it, and you can use the Grinnin Barrett parry. It's called Briggs Barricade. I'm sorry. So let's say Lao is throwing fireballs, right, or throwing his hat. Let's say he's doing that. I can parry it. I missed that one. I'm free. There we go. I parry, and as you can see, I'm getting fully heated arms from this. So I parried 2 projectiles. I got 3 missiles. And Jax having heated arms and missiles is crucial. Now, at this point in time, just because I parried 2 of your projectiles, I am now the better zoner. Okay? Now, you have to be careful. You have to be on the defense, because my fireball is going to beat yours. And if I hit you with a fireball, I can load up and get another fireball. So, like right now, I'm winning the zoning game. And so, using this variation with Jax, not all zoners I would use him against. Like Shang Tsung is a different story. I can't use Grinnin Barrett versus Shang. Hunker Down may be the best option. Who else I would use Hunker Down versus? So I got it. I will use it versus Lao. I think he beats Lao. I think Grinnin Barrett does pretty good against Cetrion. I'm gonna have to work on Baraka versus Grinnin Barrett more, because I think I would like Grinnin Barrett versus Baraka, because Baraka's going to zone. Baraka's going to beat him in neutral. Now I need to get more rewarded in neutral versus Baraka, because if I'm just hitting him for 13, 14, 15% at a time, then he has defensive ability. He's waking up. He's getting away from me. that's going to have me struggling. So, but if I can hit from 27% and have fully heated arms, so I can start my zoning game, then I figure this is being a lot better. Um, not enough experience with Joker. Shao Kahn, I don't have much experience with Shao Kahn, but Hunker Down does just fine versus Shao Kahn. Frost just beats Jax overall. Sub-Zero, Thin Ice, I think Grinnin Barrett Jax will be the better variation to use with this because it stops all his zoning, his air axe. He can't really throw that out as much. Katana, you can really use any variation for Katana. Her fans aren't really that threatening. Grinnin Barrett may be good for Highborn, where she throws the up side, the Melina side. She throws that. He could probably parry that, so he doesn't have to hold plus frames. But this is something I gotta lab. Cabal, he's going to throw these a lot at you, but you got to be careful because Cabal can see you trying to parry, and he can nomad dash. And, you eating hella damage with that. Scarlet, I would use Hunker Down. I hate Aaron Black. Aaron Black, I think you can use any variation, to be honest, but Hunker Down, keep the pressure. He doesn't even have any type of zoning tool problems, but you can get in on him pretty easily. Not enough Devore matchup experience. I think Jax may be Kodokan overall, so you can pretty much use whatever you want versus Kodokan. Just don't use Ringer because Ringer is going to get trashed by Bullock because Ringer doesn't do as much. It's hard to open somebody up with Ringer. It's more just a strike throw variation. So if a Kodo sees you pick Ringer, he's going to pick Bullock because he's going to up them. He's going to put up them totems, and he's going to put the defensive totem. You're not getting damage. He's taking less chip damage. You're going to have to grab him to open him up because he's going to sit there and block. Sindel, Grinnin Barrett and Hunker Down can do good versus Sindel. Collector, I need more matchup experience, but I've been having success with Hunker Down. Cetrion, Hunker Down can do well. Grinnin Barrett might slightly edge her out. You just have to pay a lot more patient, and you have to focus on getting heated arms more than actually getting in on her. Because honestly, Jax can outzone Cetrion. Her zoning is too slow to challenge his fireballs, and when she throws the rocks, his grenade launcher can beat out her rocks. His up grenade launcher can beat out her up beam, her jumping beam. Let's see, Liu Kang, you can do either or, but I like so far because Liu Kang has a low zone into it, and I can't do shit about that with Grinnin Barrett. So I would pick Hunker Down versus Liu Kang. Jackie, you can go either or. I think this is still a 5-5 first round KO. First round KO. This is still a 5-5 matchup with first round KO. Upgraded bodies it. I don't know. Upgraded needs to be fucking nerfed. Upgraded probably has no losing matchups. Raiden, you can pretty much use anyone versus Raiden. If you want to annoy Raiden, I would pick Grinnin Barrett because I can sit there and charge up fireballs all day and keep Raiden out. I don't have to really do anything with Raiden. I can pretty much pick either variation. I think he might slightly lose versus Jax, or it might be even. Noob is annoying as hell. I need to lab this matchup a lot, even though I play against this character a lot. I do need to lab it a lot. Especially with seeing double. Like you should pick any other variation but seeing double versus Jax when you're playing Noob. Scorpion, Hunker Down, and I just think Jax beats Scorpion overall, like just as a character. Like I just think he bodies Jax. I think he just bodies Scorpion. 6'4", I think so. Cassie, Hunker Down all the way. You can use Grinnin Barrett and you can parry her gunshots. They're mids, so you can parry them. But getting in on her and challenging her in the neutral is going to be important. Back forward 2 is going to be important in this matchup. So I would use Hunker Down. Sonya, you can use either or. Hunker Down does well. Grinnin Barrett does fine. Grinnin Barrett may be more annoying because he's comparing her rings all day. Johnny, already explained Johnny. So Terminator, I need more matchup. He's just a mixed machine. Like Terminator, he's just like a wild card. So like you just gotta figure that shit out. You gotta guess right. Kano, Hunker down may be better versus Kano. Once again, back for 2 is going to be really important. Um, he can't zone you out as much in Grinnin Barrett. He may be able to parry you every now and then in Grinnin Barrett. So that's pretty much it. Nightwolf, I need more matchup experience. I need to play a solid Nightwolf. I think it's like new because they have solid pokes. They have great pokes. He has great staggers. So as Jax, I kind of got to make that read. So I think it's 5-5. But basically, characters that you they can easily get away from you, and characters that you want to kind of out damage. Well, not necessarily out damage, but you kind of want to keep up with them in damage. I would go Grinnin Barrett because Hunker down, I can hit you for 12-13% without crushing blows. Maybe even 19% if I get a jump in or something like that or whatever. I can get 20% with that, but sometimes it's not enough because you're constantly knocking someone down, and they have with the wake ups in this game is what's really hurting this variation. If they nerf wake up system, this variation is moving up tiers. So, Joker, I need more experience. Joker just seems annoying. I may have to try Grinnin Barrett versus him because Joker's super mobile. He's fast. He can stay away from me. His dash is good. I might try Grinnin Barrett versus that because I can, using my back 3, I get more damage from it. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. I think Grinnin Barrett is truly slept on. I think there's untapped potential in this variation, and I think if the nerf hammer comes to Hunker down, Grinnin Barrett is going to shine, and people are going to see that, okay, this variation was actually OD. So the robbery game in a corner is still good. We're not even talking about Fatal Blow. That's something I forgot to go over is the Fatal Blow. Now, the thing about Grinnin Barrett, if you have 40% left and I touch you and I have Fatal Blow, you're done. Simple as that. Because I launched you for a combo, you can't break away because I'm going to do Fatal Blow. So if I hit you with like 4-3-3, like this, I can just immediately go into that. Just do it. Because if they break away, it's going to hit them. If they don't, nothing's going to hit them. So I didn't touch anything. I didn't press X to get more damage or anything like that, and I just got 39%. So Hunker down, it's okay, but I could do this, and I get like, what the fuck? Oh, I'm at full health. Let's see. So I did 1, but you don't get nearly as much damage. You get 36, I think, 37. So with Grinnin Barrett, I'm getting more reward off my Fatal Blow. If I combo you, I'm getting a lot more reward. So, but even if I have a combo loaded, if they don't have meter to break away, oops. I'm gonna see if it's going to scale. It's not going to scale. I'm going to hit him over 40. Yeah, it's over 40. Yeah, 42%. And I didn't hit any buttons, to make my damage higher. I didn't do that at all. So, and I still got 40%, over 40%. Yeah, 427. That's super hard to deal with when you got Fatal Blow versus Jax. Like you can't get opened up. So I think what the thing is a lot of people are trying to play Grinnin Barrett like Hunker down when you can't do that. There's 2 separate variations. You got to play Grinnin Barrett like Grinnin Barrett. You have to use the things that are good about Grinnin Barrett. If you sit here try to rush down and think, oh, it's hunker down, I'm not getting as much damage off my 4-2 string, you can't do that because he has other things off his 4-2 string that's going to be more useful. So, that's just what you got to think about it. I really think this is really close to. I think Grinnin Barrett is really close to a hunker down. I used to be an avid. I used to just down Grinnin Barrett. I'm like, this variation's trash. Oh my god, it's bad. It sucks. Play hunker down. I used to be like that, but after just playing this for so long and realized, I'm like, damn, like this actually ain't bad, and I be bodying people. You know what I'm saying? And like it's not bad. I just think a few tweaks to this variation will make it good. 1-2 needs to combo into amplified duck. It needs to combo. 4-2 needs to combo into amplified duck. Ripper needs some changes to it. This move is called Ripper because it's super strict and like you're in stun for a minute after that move, so I can't dash right away, and it's really hard to time. So this variation can explode if they just fix those few things. And like, it's not like it's broken because like they're fixing things that you should be able to do. Why can't I? Because this can be a whiff punish. Why can't I combo off that? I should be able to combo off that. Why can't I combo off this? That's my best whiff punish in the game. It's 12 frames. I should be able to combo off that. So I just think this is the only thing this variation lacks is pressure. That's it. You still playing jacks. You still get pressure off your throws. You still get that. So you still get all that, but you just don't get the hunker down pressure, the mind games off the pokes. You just don't get that. So, alright guys, I know this video has been long. I'm going to see if I can find a way to break it up. It's 50 minutes, but I gave y'all a lot of information about this a comparison between these two variations. So, watch the video. Once you watch this video, tell me what you think in the comments. Just tell me what you think. Like, well, I feel Grinnin Barrett isn't this. I feel Grinnin Barrett isn't that. Well, Hunker Down does this. Just let me know. I don't care. I like to chop it up with y'all in the chat, so in the comments. So, that's pretty much the end of this video. Peace.